We're talking about the LADA NIVA today. It's an unconventional little off-road vehicle. Strap in, let's go. So happy to see you here on another Lost In, where we talk about cool cars that have made their impact on the automotive landscape. For decades, the LADA NIVA was a quiet contender in the off-road industry, slipping into the North American scene through the gray market and capturing the attention of budget-friendly 4x4 enthusiasts. Despite its humble origins and its often joked about build quality, this Russian workhorse has carved out a global reputation for itself, being surprisingly capable off the beaten path. More and more off-road enthusiasts are discovering the charm of the LADA NIVA, all the thrills and frustrations that come with owning such a unique little off-roader. Launched in 1977, was born out of a directive from the Communist Party. An order to a lot of us was to create an off-road vehicle that could be affordable to everybody and be an asset to remote peasants living off in the countryside and be a real great car for the untamed roads of the era. The result was a two-door hatchback, inspired by Fiat designs, but significantly lifted and a rugged 4x4 drive. After extensive prototyping, with testing even with Russian military models and imported Land Rovers, AutoVAZ declared success. The design was handed to its LADA subsidiary and remarkably remained largely untouched for the coming decades. Basic, yet unstoppable, the NIVA's mechanicals were refreshingly simple, featuring a 1.6-liter, 4-cylinder engine producing 76 horsepower under that pony barn and 93 pounds of torque, mated to a 4-speed transmission and later being upgraded to a 5-speed. The true genius of the little NIVA was in its off-road prowess. A driver-controlled locking differential combined with low-range gearing transformed this short-wheelbase 4x4 vehicle into a practical billy goat. This thing could go over boulders, mud, steep inclines. It was awesome, and it was quite proficient in the snow as well. It had coil springs front and rear and a solid axle in the rear, and this further contributed to its rugged capabilities. On the inside, the NIVA was Spartan. It was pretty basic. With the rear seats folded, it had about the same cargo space as like a Volkswagen Golf, or maybe more accurately like a Fiat 147. I would compare it to a Fiat 147 on steroids, basically. Other than that, creature comforts, like I said, were Spartan. But that was the purpose of it. It was a purpose-built vehicle. On-road, it had some very peculiarities, made it kind of like a tractor for the road. But off-road, it was an elegant workhorse.
Now, you know how to treat a LADA.
The NIVA really excelled on your washboard roads, your rutted and washed out mud roads. This little car excelled in that territory. Broken asphalt, challenging trails, the NIVA had it in the bag. It absorbed those harsh washboard roads and potholes with surprising grace. But, you know, on the highway, it just wasn't made for that. It was all over the place. It was very unreliable, and it kind of dipped in and out, you know, it wanted to go wherever the road was going. Probably like an old Jeep. With the engine yelling at you at 5,000 RPMs and the ergonomics of the vehicle being a little lacking, the NIVA's frozen evolution becomes painfully apparent. Its numerous quirks and being drastically out of step with automotive demands has garnered this awesome little vehicle cult status. The LADA NIVA has endured due to the following of these awesome car enthusiasts. Part of its longevity could really be traced back to its mechanical simplicity, making it incredibly hard to kill. Even though as the interior degrades and rust claims the sheet metal, those mechanical underpinnings just keep chugging along. The dedicated fans of the Niva really understand its quirks and they really embrace and celebrate it. For those considering taking the plunge, a robust supply of parts still exists. Online maintenance knowledge, it's all out there. If you think you could take on this cool little vehicle and embrace its unique robustness and charm, then maybe the LADA NIVA is just for you. Tell me what you think of this little 4x4 vehicle. I think it's just so cool. And like I always say, I'll see you on the flip side. Até a próxima. Ciao, ciao.